Welcome to Global Worlds, your trusted source for breaking headlines, global insights, and sharp analysis from around the world. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. The world of aviation is no stranger to turbulence, both in the skies and on the ground. Airlines and manufacturers are constantly navigating shifting winds, economic, political, and technological, that can change the course of the industry overnight. But the news that broke on a crisp January morning sent a shockwave through the entire industry, leaving experts and insiders scrambling to make sense of what it could mean for the future of flight. Malaysia Airlines, long loyal to Western-built aircraft, announced it was in serious talks to purchase the new Chinese-made COMAC C929, a move that few saw coming, and one that immediately raised eyebrows across the globe. For decades, the choice for a major international airline was simple: Boeing or Airbus. These two giants have dominated the skies, shaping the very fabric of commercial aviation. Now, a third name has forcefully entered the conversation, challenging the status quo and demanding attention from every corner of the industry. This isn't just about buying new planes, it's about geopolitics, ambition, and the redrawing of global economic maps. The implications stretch far beyond the runways and terminals, touching on national pride and international alliances. The move is a calculated gamble by Malaysia Airlines, part of a grand strategy to climb into the top tier of global carriers by the end of the decade. It's a bold step, signaling their intent to compete with the very best. Imagine the scene at Boeing, a dominant force for years, now watching a key Southeast Asian ally openly court their Chinese rival. The stakes have never been higher and the pressure is mounting. In April 2025, China banned its airlines from accepting new Boeing aircraft, a direct result of a punishing trade war. The ripple effects of that decision are still being felt, and the industry is bracing for more surprises. Malaysia Airlines' interest in the C929 signals a potential domino effect that could reshape the competitive landscape for generations. Other airlines are watching closely, wondering if they too should reconsider their loyalties. For the average person, the name COMAC might be unfamiliar, but it's a name we'll all need to get used to. The world is changing, and so are the names on the planes we fly. The comfortable duopoly of Boeing and Airbus is over. The era of two is giving way to a new era of competition, innovation, and uncertainty. A new player has entered the game, and they're here to win. The skies will never be the same again. So, what is the COMAC C929? It's China's bold answer to the long-haul aircraft market, a direct challenger to the Boeing 787 Dreamliner and Airbus A350. Developed by the Commercial Aircraft Corporation of China, the C929 is a wide-body jet designed to carry up to 400 passengers. It's the big brother to the C919, which has already proven itself in China's skies. With Air China placing a launch order and entry into service expected around 2030, the C929 is moving from blueprint to reality. The C929 incorporates advanced composites, modern aerodynamics, and next-generation engines for fuel efficiency and environmental friendliness. For airlines looking to diversify away from Western suppliers, the C929 is an attractive proposition. More than an aircraft, it's a flagship for China's industrial ambitions and a tool of economic diplomacy. To grasp the gravity of Malaysia Airlines' move, consider what it's leaving behind: the Boeing 787 Dreamliner. The 787 set the gold standard for long-haul travel, with its composite fuselage, fuel efficiency, and passenger comfort. Its innovations, higher cabin humidity, larger windows, quieter engines, redefined the flying experience. Over 1,000 Dreamliners have been delivered worldwide, making it one of the fastest-selling wide-body jets in history. For Malaysia Airlines, the 787 would have been the logical choice. But now, technological superiority and a proven track record are no longer enough. Political and economic factors are reshaping these multi-billion-dollar decisions. The Dreamliner remains a marvel, but it's caught in a geopolitical storm threatening its reign. Boeing's predicament is deeply rooted in the escalating US-China trade war, a conflict that would reshape the global aviation industry. What began as a series of tariffs and counter-tariffs soon spiraled into a full-blown economic standoff by 2025, impacting industries far beyond steel and electronics. In retaliation for US tariffs, China took a bold step, banning its airlines from accepting new Boeing deliveries, effectively walling off the world's fastest-growing aviation market from the American giant. Boeing, already under financial strain from previous setbacks, suddenly lost access to a market projected to need thousands of new planes over the next decade. At the time of the ban, 179 Boeing jets destined for Chinese airlines were frozen in limbo, leaving a massive hole in Boeing's production and revenue plans. The ban was a strategic masterstroke by Beijing, creating a protected market for its homegrown manufacturer, COMAC, to flourish without foreign competition. Chinese airlines, once loyal Boeing customers, turned to the C919 and C929, making these jets the default options for their expanding fleets. This government-led strategy gave COMAC the scale, stability, and confidence to compete on the global stage, accelerating its rise as a serious contender. Boeing's share price faltered, undelivered aircraft sat idle, and the company faced mounting costs, losing millions with every passing month. The trade war revealed just how quickly geopolitics can unravel decades of business relationships and reshape entire industries overnight. Boeing, once a symbol of global trade and innovation, became a casualty of international rivalry, opening the door for a new era and a formidable new rival. Malaysia Airlines' interest in the C929 marks a bold strategic pivot toward China, signaling a new era for the airline's ambitions and its place in the global aviation landscape. The airline has set its sights on becoming a top 10 global carrier by 2030, and China is absolutely central to achieving that vision. With its vast market and growing influence, China offers opportunities that are simply too significant to ignore. MAG has been busy rebuilding its Chinese network, restoring flight capacity to pre-pandemic levels, and resuming key routes that connect Malaysia to major Chinese cities. Demand is surging. Newly reopened routes are seeing tens of thousands of bookings, with flights often selling out as soon as they're announced. This deep engagement with China makes a partnership with COMAC not just logical, but also highly synergistic for both parties. International markets now account for a remarkable 90% of MAG's revenue, a dramatic rise from just 45% in 2017, highlighting the airline's global ambitions. By considering the C929, Malaysia Airlines is investing in a long-term relationship with a key economic partner, positioning itself for future growth in Asia and beyond. The move could bring benefits that go far beyond the aircraft itself. Think preferential airport slots, enhanced marketing support, and innovative financial arrangements that could reshape the airline's competitive edge. Aligning with COMAC also sends a powerful political message, signaling Malaysia's independence from traditional Western influence and its willingness to chart its own course. In a region constantly balancing US-China tensions, Malaysia's decision blends commercial ambition with shrewd, forward-thinking diplomacy, ensuring it remains relevant on the world stage. For Malaysia Airlines, the path to global prominence may well be paved with Chinese technology, partnerships, and a bold vision for the future. Malaysia Airlines' potential deal with COMAC is a stone tossed into the global aviation pond. Its ripples will be felt everywhere. The most immediate impact, COMAC becomes a legitimate third option in the long-haul market. Airlines gain bargaining power, potentially driving down prices and improving terms. For carriers in Asia, Africa, and beyond, the C929 offers attractive financing and political goodwill, but operating a mixed fleet adds complexity. Maintenance, parts, and training all become more challenging. Airlines must now be geopolitical strategists, not just aviation experts. Boeing and Airbus can no longer take their dominance for granted. They'll need to compete harder on price, innovation, and support. The pressure from COMAC could accelerate the next generation of aircraft. The industry will become more competitive and innovative, a long-term benefit for all. For passengers, the battle between Boeing, Airbus, and COMAC might seem distant, but it will shape their flying experience. The introduction of the C929 brings novelty and excitement, with airlines marketing its modern features and comfort. Spacious cabins, advanced entertainment, and reduced travel fatigue will be selling points, yet trust and perception matter. Boeing and Airbus have decades of safety records. COMAC must prove itself globally. Certification from respected agencies will be crucial for passenger confidence. Ultimately, if the C929 is reliable, comfortable, and safe, initial hesitation will fade. Passengers are loyal to good service and value, not just a brand. If Malaysia Airlines delivers a superior experience with the C929, travelers will embrace it. The passenger's journey will be the ultimate test of COMAC's place in the skies. The potential sale of the C929 to Malaysia Airlines is more than a business deal. It's a symbol of a global power shift. For decades, Boeing and Airbus projected Western economic and technological dominance. Now, China's rise as a developer of advanced technology like the C929 marks a historic change. The US-China trade war has forced nations to choose sides, and China's ban on Boeing is a clear strategy to build its own sphere of influence. Malaysia's willingness to join this new sphere encourages others to follow. Vietnam has already approved COMAC jets, and more carriers are watching. The competition is now about financing, political support, and strategic alignment, not just engineering. For the first time in a generation, there's a non-Western option that's both credible and potent. The skies are seeing the rise of a new red star. We stand at the dawn of a new era in aviation. The story of Malaysia Airlines and the C929 is just the beginning of a saga that will define the industry for decades. The Boeing-Airbus duopoly is over. A powerful third competitor has arrived. For airlines, it means more choice and leverage, but also more complexity and risk. For passengers, it promises innovation, but requires trust in new names. Boeing and Airbus must now compete on engineering, price, and geopolitics. COMAC must prove the C929's reliability and achieve global certification. With China's backing, COMAC is a rival that cannot be underestimated. The decision facing Malaysia Airlines is one many others will soon confront. The race for the skies has a new contender, and the world is watching.